The temperature is now 78. Some indications of severe weather conditions developing to the southwest of the city. For Lubbock, a strong possibility of thunder showers later in the evening.
Hi, I'm Stephen Falk. I'm an architect. I'm a principal with MWM Architects, and we were the designers of the Tornado Memorial here in Lubbock, honoring and recognizing the May 11th tragedy that hit Lubbock, Texas.
Lubbock, the morning after.
Well, it was a big challenge. How do you possibly express that in a memorial that is in about a couple of acres of land? Found a drawing that Dr. Ted Fujita did. Well, his drawing had the street pattern. And I thought, well, there's the whole story right there. Well, let's extrude a wall of granite, 19 feet in the air on both tornadoes. Let's make it 2 or 3 feet thick to give a sense of the magnitude. If you look at the ends of both granite walls, there's a steel drum. It has the time on the south end when those tornadoes touch the ground. Then you go to the opposite end, that's the time it came up off the ground and dissipated and went away. The time it touched down, in a little over 20 minutes, 26 people were killed, thousands and thousands of houses were destroyed. Entire neighborhoods, like the Guadalupe neighborhood, they're gone, just gone. The idea of having quotes from those people, tell the story of what the memorial is, but then let them tell you what it was really like. Just an amazing experience. The next wall, let's talk about engraving the story of how we recovered. Lubbock could have been knocked down and not stood back up, but one of the amazing things that happened is people started showing up.
The Texas National Guard is there in force. Linemen from all the surrounding cities and states, and men from Reese Air Force Base just outside the city.
Now there's another element. It's a fountain. The idea was two things. There's a lot of traffic noise. We wanted to mask it a bit, but also to have the sound of that water cascading down this step of white granite, the sound bouncing around inside those walls. And then I had seen the work of an artist, Aaron Stefan, who took electric lights, twisted them. And the idea that is 4 of those. There's one where all the poles are in the same direction. It's like the foreboding, oh my gosh, something bad's about to happen. The next one's twisted, really depicting the agony that this town, this city went through. Then there's a third one, all the heads of the lights are drooped. That's really the sadness of what happened. Oh my gosh, the emotion of we're knocked down. And then there's a fourth one where it's still twisted, but it's standing back up to tell everyone Lubbock's gonna be okay. Now we had another opportunity on that site. There is a cottonwood tree that survived that tornado. And just behind it is a low knoll of land. And we have planted flowering trees in there so that in the spring, they're gonna flower. There's gonna be a brush of color. That's Lubbock returning to where it was. We found one light pole left. We got hold of it, put it back in the ground. Well, if you look at it, right where it goes into the dirt, it's fractured. I mean, it's almost ready to fall down. The top's broken off. I remember when I'd read that Lubbock lost more than 29,000 telephone poles. It really went through the torment. When you're looking at that, you can look up and see that tree, and it survived, but it's been tattered from one end to the other. We've divided the paving with all the street patterns into really 2 plazas, which recognizes the first responders came out, helped anybody that needed taken to medical care. And the other plaza is really for those doctors and nurses that for days and days and days took care of everybody. There are names all over those plazas where people, either their businesses are located, or where they've lived, or where they were. Everyone bought into this whole project. Awards are nice, but the best awards is when you hear a family member, thank you for doing it.